Well, I'm about to start this new project, and I'm not even sure I can do it. What I have here is a Lladro repair, and the problem with this one is this flower is shattered, and as you can see by my ruler, this flower is going to be less than 2 inches long when I'm done, and the bud, which is this piece right here, as you can see, is a very, very small flower. It's shattered. I don't have a replacement for it, so I'm going to try to repair it. This flower. It's the only thing wrong with this Lladro. It goes on her, in her hand, and I have a replacement, but it's the wrong flower for this character. So if I can't fix this, I'll use this other flower as a replacement, because the client doesn't care. They just want a flower in her hand. But I'm going to try to fix the broken one because I like a challenge, and I'm probably slightly insane. So that's the next project, this little rose. Good luck to me. Okay, so I need a way to hold this together while I bond the pieces on it. I'm probably going to do like one petal a day. So I found this petal that matches this facet broken face here. I know that this piece goes there, so I'll put that one in place first, and put a dab of my bonding agent on there. When it lines up, the seam where it goes will just disappear. Wipe off the excess. And now it sets overnight, and then we'll find the next petal that goes on and glue it in place. And if I'm really lucky, I have all the petals. I don't know if I have all the petals, but if I'm really lucky, I do. And we'll see. Tune in tomorrow. Alright, so it's the next day, and I get to apply another tiny dab of glue. We don't say glue, we say bonding agent. Tiny little petal to nudge into place. And there we have it. And we'll come back tomorrow and glue on another petal. And we'll keep doing that until we get them all on. Clean up a little glue. glue here. Alright, I'll set this aside so it would be undisturbed. Tune in tomorrow, same time, same station. Okay, it's the next day. I know this is really tedious. I get to glue one petal a day on here. There's no way to prop them without getting glue where I don't want it. Or, you know, I'm using gravity as my friend here now, as my assistant. And so I can only get one petal per day. So we just take our time. And then I just look for a petal that matches up to an open space. And this goes right here. The hard part's holding on to these buggers. They're so small. It's so tiny. Alright. If I can just get this to sit where I want it and stay there, should be good. I'll have to turn it and have a look at that. I think I got her. So there's our petal for today. So I got 3 more petals and a bunch of stems and a leaf to stick back on there. So maybe by the end of the week we'll have this back whole again. So we'll come back tomorrow and pick up where we left off. Alright, and it is now the next day. I'm going to glue on another petal. Don't want to get too much on there. And off camera, a moment ago, I glued these 2 pieces together to make this stem. And so, we've only got a few more pieces to put on there. And we'll come back tomorrow and glue another petal on here. And it is yet another day, and my previous applications of bonding agent have cured, and I am adding more. Get this stem to stick, and glue in another petal, which I believe is this one. Nudge it into place, and there we have her. And so maybe a couple more days and we'll have this done. Okay, so we're back at our tiny flower again, and I'm going to glue one more petal on today. There it is. So one or two more little pieces, and then we put the stem together. 2 more days. Alright, so it is yet another day, and I'm hopefully gluing in place the last piece. Put my glue on there. If I can just get it to sit where I want it. These, I don't know if we'll be able to glue those in, but we'll see. That'll be the next 2 days from now. Okay, and it is now a day or two later, and I've got all my pieces that I can bond in place are in place, and now I just want to use this thickened bonding agent as a fill, and I want to fill these cracks in here with this. And this should smooth itself out. And then I can come back and cover that with some paint, and it'll match the rest of the stem. Okay, so now what we have to do there is let that sit for a couple more days so it gets hard and unsticky. And then we can put some color on that, and it should be difficult to tell it was ever broken. So we actually managed to put that thing together. And just for keep that running, I just want to put a ruler next to that to give you an idea just how small this thing is. Alright, so here's a ruler, and the flower is less than 2 inches long. The top part that we're fixing is only about 3/4 of an inch. So it's a pretty small item. Okay, so I've got all my parts glued onto the flower now, and I just need to add a little color over this fill to hide those gaps. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Lladro. Okay. Alright, I'll let that dry. And then we can put it in place on the Lladro. It just needs to be glued in place once this paint dries. Alright, so we're ready to glue this flower back in her hand here. Get my glue up in there. Up too far. There we go. And I think that will do it. Put that there for a couple of days and she'll be done. And here is our finished Lladro Lady of the Rose. And here's the flower in place where it belongs. Normally I would replace this flower instead of repairing it, but I didn't have one in my store of Lladro parts, so I decided to take on the challenge of reassembling it, and I actually accomplished it.